How we doing? Program podcast. Again, a place where friends can come together and become brothers. I am Rashad, along with my boy, Ray Hines. What up, Ray?
What's up, everybody? How y'all feeling?
Good, good. We're missing one tonight. Warrikas is actually a whole professional out here in these streets, so he's grinding out and being a school administrator. So,
He think he all that, but whatever.
If we're not working right now, can he hang out with his boys? It's all good. Hey, but that's kind of a great segue into what we're talking about. So basically, we're trying to figure out how has this whole, lockdown / quarantine, depending on where you are, how has that changed you? And I'll just start off like for me, it's made me be way more cognizant of my time.
Mm-hmm.
Because since we have more time to do stuff and whatever, like I've really had to sit back and really take account of what I'm doing, what I'm not doing, what I'm putting my energy to, just the whole nine. And I had to really kind of circle back and get into a whole new routine and really start to really take inventory and stock in what I've been doing with my time. That's like the first major thing that when this whole thing dropped, I was like, bro, like, what am I gonna do? You know what I'm saying? Like, I was like, I don't know what to do with my time. And nothing was organized. You know what I'm saying? Because, we both work in schools. So, like when the first thing dropped, like wasn't nobody ready.
Right.
So they was trying to say, oh, do this, do that. And when people give me too many instructions, I just do nothing until they figure it out. So I waited, and then they figured stuff out, and it made sense to me. And I was like, all right. So then I was able to actually put a plan in place and really start, organizing my life. So, like, what was the first thing that for you, Ray?
I didn't really think nothing of it for real. My wife did. So Brittany first was just like, well, maybe you can use this time to get some rest because I'm always doing something. So I'm a school counselor, and I was working at the Y and doing the traveling Y. So like literally my time, I get up in the morning, get my daughter ready, take her to daycare, go to work, after work, go to traveling Y, go get my daughter, spend time with her, feed her, spend time with my wife, blah, blah, blah. And then it's time to go to sleep. So ain't no time to really, do what I wanted to do or just have a little bit of time to myself because I got two girls in the house. Well, a woman and a little kid.
No, not your girls, yo. I got 4 of them, yo.
Like, no disrespect to women, but women are needy and they have special needs that they want. They attention. So I have to give that to them after giving all of my attention and love and energy to everybody else throughout the day. So I had to figure that out. And I think just having that rest, if you want to call it a rest period, whatever, like having that for me has been a blessing. Just because I've gotten to watch TV, I've been able to research different stuff as far as like personal training, how to start an online business, or how to get more clients. I've been able to really spend more time with my daughter because we kept her out of daycare for a little bit. So spending that time with her and spending time with my wife, and then just being able to take a nap if I wanted to, do whatever I really
wanted. For real.
So I haven't had as many headaches or anything like that. So that's definitely been a blessing. So yeah.
That's good, man. Like, and I'll piggyback off of that because I try, like, even before, before I was like really like, I was telling my wife this. I was like before the whole thing popped off, like I was done. Like I was mentally done. You know what I'm saying? Because our days were pretty much the same.
Right.
We was working out at 5 in the morning.
I ain't even mentioned that.
You didn't. I was surprised you didn't even talk about that. So, we getting up at like 4:15, 4 o'clock every day, Monday through Friday.
Yeah.
And they're really just grinding it out to like 8:30, 9 o'clock.
Right.
And I didn't realize just how much that really took a toll on me until I stopped.
Mhm.
And I was like, man, like I'm surprised that I was even doing that like that. Like it was like just autonomous. I wasn't no thoughts about it. It just was the routine. Alarm go off. All right, time to grind this day out, and that was the only mission.
Mhm.
Having that thing come to a screeching halt, and then really have to look around like, all right, like what's important, what's not important. How am I gonna organize my thoughts?
Right.
How am I gonna am I gonna let what's going on around me affect what's going on in my head and in my heart? Like I
Mhm.
was like the first 4 or 5 days, bro. Like I was like, yo, like I can't miss. I don't know what to do.
Right.
And I had to really settle down into myself, and then I had to be reminded, like I was like, yo, like you've been through something before, yo. Like why are you tripping now? I was like,
Right.
yeah, I don't know, like I don't know why I'm tripping. But then, I settled down and I was like, man, whatever's gonna be is gonna be. I gotta keep it moving. And then
Exactly.
I did, and it's crazy, man. Like I had to come up and kind of reinvent myself,
Mm.
like on a very, not like I'm just on a superstar, but for what I had going on, like I had to come up with a whole schedule. I had to come up and figure out what I'm going to do this days and that days and this time. And it's also made me realize just how much schedule and routine driven I am as a person.
Right.
I knew that, but I didn't realize that for real until this thing popped off. I
Right.
mean, because like the first 2 weeks where I was like just out here just doing anything at random times, like, and I was like, this doesn't feel right. So I had to go to Walmart and legit buy a daggone board and like legit put my schedule out of what I'm doing
Hey,
just so I can have accountability with myself. Because if I don't, like I won't.
like it be like, and I think and you have to, just because one, you have to teach or do a little bit of teaching.
Yeah.
And as far as me, like as a school counselor, like I'm just on my um Google Classroom for at least an hour a day, and that's it. No student hit me up. They hit me up to say what's up, but not like for any personal problems that they're going through or anything like that. So for me, creating a schedule was only necessary for keeping when my daughter was here. So
Yeah.
that
Yeah, I understand that.
I'm just like, yo, I can work out whenever I want to, and most days I want to just because I'm chilling, and I'm just like, yo, I'm sleepy. I don't want to do nothing. But then I like you got to force yourself to do something, and then I
Right.
started. After a while, I created a schedule as far as like, all right, I'm gonna work out around between 3:30 and 4:30. Those workout times. Um, yeah, 9 o'clock, daughter going to bed, spend time with my wife. Um, we watching a show together or watching old basketball games and stuff like that. Literally, like you gotta plan a schedule now, because time is one of the most important things that you don't get back. And I feel like if you time is you wasting your life for real. That's what I think. That's a bad thing to say, but that's what I believe. You wasting time. You wasting like part of your life because that's something you don't get back. And that time that you had, you could have been planning like how setting real goals for yourself and figure out how to maximize your time to reach those goals.
Yeah, like even like the day, bro. Like I was sitting here just researching some stuff,
Mm-hmm.
and I was like, I gotta start all over
Yeah.
because my approach was wrong. And now I'm like, okay, I had to accept that one. I had a plan. I was consistent, and my plan didn't work, or it's not gonna work the way I wanted to work. So I had to go. I had to accept that really fast. Like, shoot, man, I gotta do this all over in a different way. I said, all right, but like, it's gonna be benefits in the end because I still use the steps. And when I
Mm-hmm.
got to my planning phase, my plan didn't work. So,
Right.
so instead of trying to like beating the proverbial dead horse, like I'm gonna have to go back and really figure this thing out all over again. And and I would have came to this conclusion much later if I didn't have this time.
Mhm.
You feel what I'm saying? So like for me, like I had to look at this as a positive as much as possible. Again, like I said, my wife the other day, I ain't cool with having people dying and being like overly sick and having this thing really impacted for the rest of their lives, whether it be physically, mentally, or spiritually. But still, for me, I gotta spend this as positive as possible. Because if I don't, like I'll just be out here like, semi-depressed. And that's not it's not a good place to be. And that's not really where I wanna be.
Mhm.
So I had to really like focus myself to like, all right, what can I do to better improve myself, better improve my family, you know what I'm saying, and just really reap some benefits from this. And like on the real, right, like I'm gonna come out of this way better than when I started.
Mhm.
Like I already excuse me, I already know, I already see it. So if you not like and this is just how I think about life, like I'm like we're not losing, like we learning. And if
Right.
you're not learning, then you losing.
Mhm.
So I'm just been like learning and trying to gravitate towards the right things and really grasp these things that I'm not getting and figuring out and really, grinding it out. Even like working out. I didn't work out, I did not want to work out today.
Mhm.
I had cardio and core on my schedule. I don't want none one of them things. But I did it. You know what I'm saying? So now I feel better about it. And after I did that, I made better choices by eating. I air fried tofu and and spinach and
How you
sweet
air?
potato. You know what I'm saying? So like I'm because I did the good workout, I ate the good dinner. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's just going along about keeping everything how it's supposed to be. So
Right.
when we come out of this, I got to get back to our regular world. Like you could be better. And segueing into my next question, what do you think that you're going to keep the same way after this that you're doing right
I think it's not a tough question to answer. Like I know exactly what I want to say, but I have to give a background story. So my pastor, he always preaches about having systems. And he's saying if you don't have a system, nothing is going to get done. Or basically, if you don't have a schedule, then nothing's going to get done. So I
now?
think creating systems for each and everything, like a system for, all right, today is my day to get my daughter ready. Tomorrow's my wife's day to get her ready. Blah, stuff like that. So keeping that system going will create more efficiency. And then just having systems for like date night or spending time together during the day or just anything like that. So I think one of the biggest things is just having a system created for anything that we want to get done. Because if you don't have a system or goals, like nothing is going to get done at all. So that's what I'm going to continue to work on and just practice once all this stuff is over.
Yeah, I feel you on that. Like, see, like the one thing that I know, like I'm gonna keep constant is just the awareness of what I'm doing.
Hmm.
Because like beforehand, I acknowledged my schedule, but I
Right,
wasn't fully aware of it, and I feel like I need to be way more present.
right.
And even right now, like it's hard because like I'm with them all the time, bro. Like it's just be like, yo, like can y'all give me some space?
Hmm.
Like I just need some time by myself, and no
Right.
respect to my space, nor my time. And I've been doing pretty good and not like overly lashing out on my people because I have an issue, and that's not fair to them. But just being way more aware of my time is definitely like the main thing that I know I'm going to keep the same.
Right.
How is this like for you and your people? For example, like I saw your mom in the store one day,
Uh huh.
and she's like, "How you doing?" I said, "I'm good." She said, "How are you?" She said, "Yeah, ready for this stuff to be over."
Yeah.
I said, I miss my family. I just
Yeah.
want to be around my family." I was like, "Yo, I understand." With that being said, like, how has this impacted your people, right?
I would say it's impacted it like a great deal for real. My mom, she works at Walmart, so she is basically she's an essential worker, so she's putting her life on the line each and every day. And because of that, like my wife wants to take precaution and not have people over. Like yesterday, no, Sunday for my daughter's birthday, that was the first time we had like people over. It was less than 10 people, of course, but you still got to be cautious of like, man, like they might have contracted it. You don't know. You got to be safe. So just that whole thing, like having, like not being able to see family or friends or just people that you really care about, and not being able to go to church and not fellowshipping with people, like that impacts a lot because church is family.
Yeah,
Um,
definitely.
it actually because like you in isolation and the only people you see is like the people in your house. Don't get me wrong, you're gonna get tired of them, but you still got to make the best of the situation. Um,
Yeah,
and just not being able to move like you want to move, like you can get depressed by being in the house all day every day. Even just going on a walk, that's not something I like to do. I just do it just like my daughter got to get out the house. My wife want to go walk. Um, you got to get back in the house after that and stay in the house. So that's how it impacts it. Just like you are bored, you going stir crazy, you can't see family, you can't go to church, you can't fellowship with church members, you can't hang out with your boys or your girlfriends or whoever the case may be. So that's one of the ways that impacts it. Then the second way I think is just like your mental. Um, like you have to find something to keep you busy because if not, you're going to really start thinking negatively. Um, yeah, I don't even know. Like that's a whole different subject and topic for another day. But that does
yeah,
family and the situation that we're in. So
yeah. I mean, I feel you because it's like for my people, like I can tell, like for example, like my youngest is 5, and
mhm.
she has to try to keep her busy, a little bit of work every day. But like they gave her a book, and like this is like no, not even a humble brag, but she's almost done with this little book. So now I'm trying to find things to keep her occupied. You know what I'm saying? And I know myself, and I'm a teacher, but I don't teach little kids. You know what I'm saying? So like now I'm being challenged with having to keep this 5-year-old occupied and not have her interrupt my schedule. You know what I'm
Right,
saying? So it's like, yo, like, I need you to be doing this, that, and the third. And you out here just like, running around with no clothes on. Like, put some clothes on and get some work done. You know what I'm saying? So it's like,
mhm.
and then I had two other, they're like, what, like, why don't y'all want to help me? You know what I'm saying? Like, and then like, and everybody starts to feel the press and the stress of being at home. And then my wife is working at home. So I have to make sure things are at a certain like noise level has to be low. But she actually like, dealing with clients and talking like real business. She's
Mhm.
a licensed social worker. So like she has to have some sort of semblance of being in an office at home.
Right.
So yeah, man, like just everybody being here. I know like they're tired of us. We're tired of them. And we're just gonna try our best to make it.
Hmm.
Like that's all I can really do right now. And I'm just being honest, man. Some days be better than others. And like you were saying about not even going for a walk. Like I had to make sure, like, yo, like let's go walk right now. It's gonna be raining all day. It's supposed to rain all week, bro. You know what I'm saying? So that means I can't even like I don't and I hate running. I can't even go out and run. You know what I'm saying? Like so, I gotta be in the garage, jumping around,
Yeah.
doing burpees and crap. I hate cardio. So, like, but I have to do something.
Right. You got to.
Got to. So that's how and that's how it's definitely impacting us. And it can be very like touchy feely, and people can get sensitive.
Hmm.
Like they in here just like like doing like dumb stuff because they have nothing else to do. And my patience level be going down, bro. It'd be falling like the stock market is right now. And I'd be
Yeah,
having to like get a hold of myself, like, man, like I don't want to do or say anything that's gonna leave like, a negative indelible mark on their psyche because because I couldn't keep it together. Like that's the
right,
one thing I don't want to do. Like I always want to be the teacher where like I don't want to be remembered by somebody by something bad or negative I did to somebody because I have a lot of those moments when as a teen or a kid and a teen where somebody haven't seen in a long time, they'll say like, "Oh, I remember you said so and so to so and so." Man, he was crazy. I was like, "Oh man, that's horrible." Like that's your lasting memory of me? Me making fun of somebody? You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man, like that's bad. So like as an adult, like I strive not to do that. It's
mm,
hard. It's so hard.
not
But I strive not to.
definitely. Yeah, I don't know. It's just crazy. Like this whole thing is crazy. So just makes you think like, yo, you ain't got nothing but time now. So you all you got to do is set some goals, do what you want to do. Now, my whole thing is if we come when we come out of this, ain't nobody got a second hobby. People ain't got no second job they trying to work on or trying to start their own business. You just wasting plenty of time. You ain't do nothing. Like just
Bro, like
stuff.
you got like you better have been had to work the whole time. You know what I'm saying? Like
Get me wrong, like you gonna have your days where you're not doing nothing and don't want to do anything.
I'm
But
just
if
saying, man, you can't. There's no way you should be able to sit by idling for 2.5, 3 months and and
and
and, and not be able to do something, bro. That's like it's crazy. You're right though. Yeah, we get offline. I gotta tell you about what's going on too. But I,
man,
I feel you.
yeah, bro, definitely.
Yeah, I think we done, man. We're gonna wrap this up.
But,
But yeah, this COVID-19 popping off, this coronavirus has definitely it's been a doozy, bro. Like, and I'm just glad I have some people around me on my team that's gonna keep me accountable and look out for me and be there for me when I
definitely,
need them. You know what I'm saying? That's you, Ray. You, Ray. And Rikus and my family, people in my house, even though I don't want them to. You know, everybody is definitely looking out for Rashad and making sure that Rashad is good, and
yeah, I
I appreciate that. My boy just called me yesterday. Boy Terrence called me yesterday. Just check on me, man. I said, "Oh man, I appreciate you, bro." So like, yeah. And like I said the first show, man, you gotta get a team, yo. If you ain't got a team, you losing, man. I'm sorry. You gotta get a team.
hold you accountable, man. Check.
For real. Need that. Need accountability. No man is an island unto itself. Need accountability.
Definitely.
But yeah, this is it, y'all. Next episode we talk about some other stuff. Hopefully, be more upbeat and crack some more jokes, whatever. But yeah, but this is like this is real topical and it's definitely serious, and we just want to talk about how two regular black dudes is dealing with this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. That's
All
straight.
right, bro. I hit you up. Y'all be
All right.
good. All right.